Thank you for joining us for the Barbados Today morning news for Thursday, September 28th. I am Mary Claire Williams. We begin with news that the head of the local Chamber of Commerce and Industry says the latest downgrade of Barbados' economy is yet another dark cloud over the local investment climate. International ratings agency Standard & Poor's has lowered the long-term local currency rating to CCC from CCC+. S&P warns that the high fiscal deficit and falling international reserves threaten the stability of the Barbados dollar, which is currently pegged to the U.S. currency 2-to-1. It is also cautioning that Bridgetown's creditworthiness is vulnerable and depends on favorable business, financial and economic conditions to meet its commitments. BCCI President Eddie Abed tells Barbados Today the latest developments leave little hope in the business community of any revival of the economy anytime soon.
The private sector, through the BPSA, has been saying for a long time that our major concern was stabilizing the economy, hence bringing government debt to a surplus, if not a zero balance within 2 to 3 years, looking at matters in terms of ease of doing business, competitiveness, looking at our foreign exchange reserves in particular, doing what is necessary to get the country to a point where we can start to rebuild our credit rating. In the meantime, we had said that what the country needed was the source of cheapest funds internationally so we could borrow to bolster our foreign reserves. There is no secret that one of the cheapest sources of foreign currency is the IMF. Government has been reluctant in approaching the IMF. Sadly, we're paying the price for it because our foreign reserves are extremely woeful and the prospects going forward don't seem at all to be positive, so much so that the rating agencies have said that the expectations are negative.
In other news this morning, one senior attorney is taking issue with the involvement of Chief Justice Sir Marston Gibson in this week's bail hearing for accused senior police officer John Mark Annell. The attorney is suggesting that the integrity of the local justice system has been compromised. The Queen's Counsel, who requested anonymity on the grounds that he has legal matters pending with the CJ, says the matter could have been handled by a duty judge. The 56-year-old senior officer is accused of committing 6 offenses under the Firearms Act, but he was granted $150,000 bail on Monday night, almost 5 hours after he was remanded to jail. The Lester Vaughan School is introducing a new program aimed at improving its English and mathematics scores. The decision was taken after the entire first year failed both subjects last year. Acting Principal Tanya Harding says it appears that students are having difficulty grasping both subjects.
For example, last year, all of our students had got below 50% in the mathematics. So we recognized that was a problem and we put team teaching. So we had 2 teachers in the classroom to teach the children for all the first forms. So we've done this year, we've done that for the English as well. So each first form class in the school has 2 math teachers and 2 English teachers. While one person is teaching, the other person is walking around to make sure that they understand and so on. This takes it up a level. Now not only will they have team teaching, but they'll also have additional material to work with in terms of the teaching and learning aids.
Harding believes that an apparent lack of interest in reading could also be contributing to the problem.
They don't mind reading chats, Facebook chats, but ask them to read a book and that is a problem. So it's something that we will also be working on this year. We are, in fact, their next session with the form teachers will be about study methods. So we're really not just trying to get children with specific problems to improve. We want the entire school reading more. We want the entire school to improve their literacy, and that will be reflected in better CXC results.
MP for St. James North Edmund Hinkson is taking government to task for failing to deliver on a promise to pass legislation to protect the rights of disabled people. Hinkson says Barbados ratified the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities in 2014. He also stated that Social Care Minister Stephen Blackett has promised to address the matter, but so far, no action has been taken.
By that ratification, quite frankly, committed itself to bringing into force legislation improving and addressing the rights and needs of persons with disabilities and giving them equal opportunities in education, in sport, in culture, and giving them equal opportunities in employment, in terms of their health issues. And, you know, this government has completely ignored debating such a resolution. The latest we have heard from it, from a representative of government, was at the church service of the Month of the Disabled, the first Sunday in March, when Minister Blackett said that his ministry, or he, was on the cusp of bringing to Parliament such legislation. Of course, more than 6 months has passed since that public statement by Minister Blackett.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Morning, Miss Oya. Morning. You again. So you're washing cars now? Well, I can't keep up with you at all. Yes, girl. You know they've got provision to selling slow. And I don't sell nation newspapers at all because them don't sell. So I washing cars now. I like to get up before 8:30 because I can't take the hot sun. You want the car wash? No, not today. It clean. But you're going in very early though? Yeah, I just going early so I can read the Barbados Today online before work starts. Right. But you can still let me clean the window for the $2. At least it's still cheaper than the nation newspaper. All right. I got a special boo here that I got it shining. Thank you. Enjoy your day here. You too. All right. What that paper is? She can see clearly when the dirt is gone.
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
We're back now with news from the region. Grenada is providing financial assistance to her Caribbean neighbors affected by recent major hurricanes. Barbuda, the British Virgin Islands and Dominica were among those devastated by the powerful hurricanes Irma and Maria in recent weeks. Prime Minister Keith Mitchell met with his Dominican counterpart, Roosevelt Skerrit, on Tuesday after his cabinet approved the funds for the affected islands. We get more from GBN News.
Some say perhaps Grenada's taste of Ivan has heightened the reality of what the affected countries are dealing with. When the hurricane hit in 2004, Grenada was left devastated and in dire need of assistance. Help came from both regional and international organizations. Now the tables have turned and Cabinet took a decision on Monday to give significantly to the islands in the north that were affected by Hurricanes Irma and Maria. Minister for Implementation, Honorable Emmeline Pear, outlines how the funds are allocated.
And so only yesterday, the Cabinet would have taken a decision, despite our challenges as a nation, that we have to give and give significantly. And so we have decided in the following breakdown to give financially to those countries that were affected. Anguilla, $200,000. Barbuda, $300,000. Tortola, $200,000. Cuba, $500,000. And Dominica, $500,000. Cabinet would have taken that decision yesterday, and we continue to give our support.
And finally, Venezuela may be in the middle of an economic crisis, but business is booming for small craft brewers. Owners say business is being driven by demand from wealthy drinkers who have generally been unaffected by the country's financial woes. We get the details in this Reuters report.
In a country grappling with economic hardship, where food and basic items are hard to come by, Venezuelans' craft brewers are creating a buzz. The Social Club in Caracas is producing a high-end craft beer with a single bottle costing what a minimum wage worker earns in 2 days. And wealthy Venezuelans are going bottoms up because, according to owner Victor Cairales, Venezuelans like to keep up with what's in fashion. And these days, it's niche products like craft beer. There are now 30 craft brewers in the country, according to the Craft Beer Association of Venezuela, often supplying high-end liquor stores and restaurants. Owners of the social club say they regularly sell out of their 3,000 liters produced each month.
Even though this is a luxury product for the market and for Venezuelan standards, I can say with all sincerity that this is the cheapest craft beer in the world. By that I mean a bottle or a glass of craft beer anywhere in the world easily costs more than $2, and here we're selling a glass of craft beer for less than $1.
Craft brew still represents less than 1% of the market, which is dominated by domestic brewing giant Polar and its smaller rival Regional. That's because, apart from the exorbitant cost, Venezuelans are also not used to the strong flavors and high alcohol content. But craft brewers believe there is room to grow, and they're preparing for an eventual economic rebound to toast to.
That's news this morning. For more, you can log on to our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You could also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good morning.